Welcome back. So I just switched over from Smart IQ to my laptop, and I'm going to take you through that experience, all the features you have, and specifically we're going to look at our Smart Inking, our inking experience. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to share my desktop, so you should continue to be able to see me, but also be able to see my screen here. So awesome. So now that we're connected, you can see I'm still up at the board, but I also now have all the features of my desktop. So very quickly, you should be able to see here my desktop, my home screen, my background, all my applications. When I connect with my laptop or desktop, whatever experience you have, whether it's Mac or PC, Smart does work on both of them. I'm able to pull up any application I would like to and teach. And so today, to talk about Smart Ink, I'm going to pull up Smart Notebook, and I'm going to talk about what is Smart Ink. And if you're not familiar with it, it's really our inking experience, okay? And the fact that you can just walk up to the board and pick up a pen and start writing, all right? So what I'm able to do is just pick up my pen here and start going through, okay, so what is Smart Ink? It's our inking experience, like I said. And if you notice, there's no overlay that comes up when I'm inking. It's integrated directly into the application that I'm working on. And the really cool thing about Smart Ink is I don't have to select my tool. So I picked up my pen and the board knows my pen is my pen. If I use my palm or fist or with the 6000S, I can use my actual eraser. That's how I erase ink. And if I want to, again, not selecting a tool at all, I can click on, my ink and start to move it around. I could, if I wanted to, resize this ink, but I can do this all without having to select any tools because of Smart Ink. And like I said, this works in all other applications. So for example, if I'm someone that uses a lot of, the web browser, maybe I pull up pictures like we have here. Maybe I am pulling up articles and annotating those. Same thing, I'm just going to use the red pen this time. I can pick up my pen and I can start to ink. I can move my circle here around. I could, delete it if I want to. I could also, same kind of thing, erased with my palm or my fist. And the really nice thing is if I need to jump to a different tab inside of a browser, for example, maybe this is another article we're going to talk about, my ink is going to stay with me tab to tab. So as I go back to my original tab, I've got my half circle there. And when I jump back to Google, I've got my square. So not only does this work inside of a browser, this also works, again, in those other applications. The other one that's really popular I want to show you is our PDF, okay, or when you're teaching with PDFs. So if you notice, same kind of idea, I can just keep my pen in my hand, and as I scroll down through this, my ink is going to stay right inside each of the pages in that PDF. And as I scroll back up, you're going to see there's my ink from before. All right. So again, that ease of use experience for you as the teacher, as you're jumping from application to application, you never have to think about picking which tool do I want? Do I want to be erasing, writing, anything like that? The final thing I like to say about Smart Ink is this also is a great tool for students. If you want to bring up multiple students to the board, remember your boards now have 20 points of touch, so you can have multiple students up here working. And this is a little bit hard to demo just with me here. We usually like to bring some participants up to show this, but under the circumstances, it's just me here today. So I do want to show you what it's like to have two students come up to the board. All right, so we've got our two pens, and same idea, I can just pick up my pens and I can just start writing, all right? And the really cool thing is if I keep writing with my left hand here, the person on the right can choose any tool simultaneously of the person on the left. So what the two students are doing, they really get to do it simultaneously and independently of each other. And we call that simultaneous tool differentiation. So at the same time, students are able to use the tool of their choice, whether they want to write, ink, or erase. Again, a really great way to get students involved, an ease of use experience for them as they come up to the board. So that was connecting your PC. You saw it in the first video, how I connected my PC and changed my input over. And then in this video, you saw how I got to utilize my applications, everything, you know, that's normal on my PC, my Mac, my desktop, whatever I might be doing, and how Smart Ink works. So stay tuned for more videos, and thank you so much